The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Epps. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down coming up. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
To the air, it's Carney. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Catches it at the 30. Slips through the line. Touchdown time! Special teams proving to be special. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. The tag, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The short hands. It's Hale. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Gonna run it. It's Pringle. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Carney. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return, takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
That's a great job getting the 1st down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the 1st round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the 1st play of the drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now on first down from the 40. Dropping back, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to pass. Got his man in the middle.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll move the tight end. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
On the ground. Touchdown, Bama! Excellent pass by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Carney. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Scott. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Touchdown time! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Complete in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Back to throw, it's Carney. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab, it's Bell. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Sends it back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Carney. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.